Hey, how you doing, y'all? My name is Grass. Welcome to the channel where we talk all things music, and this is gonna be another one of those try to make quick videos, so no intro, no outro, nothing like that. Just getting straight into it. Today we're gonna be talking about my wish list for Janet Jackson's upcoming Las Vegas residency. Now, I already made a video talking about my thoughts on the residency announcement. I did say a couple of things there, but I didn't really get too much into specifics, and I want to do that today with this video. Also, for those of you who didn't see it, yesterday I posted my reaction video to Madonna's Borderline and Lucky Star music video. So if you haven't watched that, be sure to check that out, please. And then yeah, so today we're gonna be just doing some just saying some things that I wish to see in this upcoming Las Vegas residency. And with the Together Again tour coming to an end, I think tomorrow, because I'm recording this on the 9th of October. And I think tomorrow she has one final show in Amsterdam. I could be wrong though, but Together Again tour is coming to an end regardless. And I wanted to share my thoughts what I'd like to see in the residency. Also, before we begin, I know I ain't looking the shiniest, okay? I ain't looking my most pretty. But I just woke up. These are my pajamas, but you know what? It's okay. It's gonna be all right. So, without further ado, let's just get into this list right here. So, off the bat, the number one thing I want to see from this Las Vegas residency: more dancers. I want more dancers. Now, the Together Again tour was good, and the four dancers worked for that kind of tour. It worked. It was simply Janet's, kind of celebration tour, celebrating the hits, reuniting with her fans again after years of not being able to perform because of COVID and the world shutting down. So it was a nice intimate return, and then Janet has performed with four dancers before. If you guys remember the Control era, she did a lot of performances with just four dancers. The 1987 American Music Awards is a prime example of that, and that's one of my favorite award show performances. So it's all good and fun. But for a Las Vegas show, you need more dancers. I need to see a bunch of dancers on stage. I need at least 10. I need at least 10 dancers with you on stage. I need to see a bunch of people dancing with you. I don't want it to be just you and four people. So my number one thing that I want to see is easily more dancers. Hopefully we get that in this Las Vegas residency. And going on to number two, the second thing that I want to see, top-notch production. I want to see a big, huge production. Now, with the Metamorphosis residency, in 2019, 5 years ago, she did a Las Vegas residency called Metamorphosis. The production on that was pretty good. She had, this big screen with these cool visuals on it. They had these two towers that they would bring on stage with these lights and all that kind of stuff. It was a cool looking set. And then for the Rhythm Nation medley, this big staircase would come down, and there was pyro, so it was a nice solid production. I would like to see that in this show. You know what I actually want to see? This reminds me, you know what? When I think of Las Vegas residency and Janet Jackson shows, I actually think about the short-lived Rock With You tour. That tour had the biggest production of any Janet Jackson show. There was pyros, smoke, costumes, beautiful stage, catwalks. Now, there probably won't be catwalks in this theater, but I still would like to see a production to that scale. I want to see something huge. This is a Las Vegas show, so I wanted to feel like something authentic to that vibe and to that feel, especially because you said that this show is just going to be a bunch of fun. So let's make it fun, not just seeing you, but seeing the stage. I want to see a great artist be accompanied by a great stage and great production. So that's something that I like to see for the show. Something else that I want to see that I think she'll do good on is the costumes, okay? Now, thank God the Together Again tour had some amazing costumes, because with the end of the number one's tour, actually no, I won't count the number one's tour because that was the point. So Unbreakable tour, State of the World tour, the Rhythm Nation 30th anniversary tour, the costumes there were kind of like the costume, like there was no costume changes for Unbreakable tour. The State of the World tour, most of the costume changes was just taking off a layer, so that's that. And then most of the colors were kind of the same, so there was really no change of vibes. And then the 30th anniversary tour, that was kind of all over the place. But I say that to say, more costumes. But the Together Again tour costumes were really great. The first leg and the second leg were beautiful. Love the costumes. The black and white striped for What Have You Done For Me Lately, the first leg. And then you have the gold cat suit. There was the, I'm trying to think on top of my head, the beginning outfit of the Together Again tour. This year with the suit and the big, stuff like that I want to see. Take that to this Las Vegas residency. That's what I want. All new. I want each costume to have like unique. I would hope to see each costume have its unique colors and unique vibe and actually fit, what the show is going for. So big, nice costumes for me on the Together Again tour. And then number fourth thing I want to see is some undercuts. Now with the Metamorphosis show, if I recall, I think she performed China Love. She performed some undercuts, and I would like to see some of that incorporated into this show. Now I know that she said that the show is going to be a lot of fun, which is cool, which is great. But so some of the songs that I have here isn't necessarily fun, but they are pretty great. So here's a quick top 10 list of songs that I would like to see her perform that she's never performed or she's rarely performed. So starting at the bottom at number 10, there's Young Love. We want to hear that song. That'd be pretty nice. Number 9 is Show Me. She did a little bit on the Together Again tour for a couple of shows, but that's it. Number 8, I really want to hear Gonna Be Alright off the Unbreakable album. I think that's a song that'd be really fun for this tour. For this residency. Number 7, Just a Little While. That's a really good song that she hasn't performed in a long time, which is a shame considering how good it is. And number 6. Now, number 6 is actually a bit ambitious, and I don't know if she'll perform this, but Velvet Rope would be a nice song to hear. Here, opening the show with the Velvet Rope, that would be pretty nice. That'd be pretty cool. Number 5 is a very underrated song, Nothing, from Why Did I Get Married To. I would love to hear that song in the ballads. Number 4, This Time. She did like the Metamorphosis, she incorporated that song into the set list, but not singing it, just like in the beginning. It was like the introduction, I guess. So Nothing, this time would be cool to hear. Number 3 is Curtains. That'd be a nice way to close out the show. Curtains, that's a really good song. Now these next 2 songs, I definitely want to hear. All the songs I just listed are kind of, yeah, it'd be nice to hear them. These next 2 are songs that I so badly want to hear in person. Number 2, 24 Play. Now she performed this on the State of the World tour. Great. Would love to see something like that here. Especially if she did what she did on the Rock With You tour in the beginning of the number 1 tour, where she wears a gown for her ballads. So wearing that with a song like 24 Play would be scrumptious, would be beautiful. And then the number 1 song that I would love to hear her sing live, Every Time. I love Every Time. I think that song is really awesome, really unique, and just so beautiful. She always performs again. You can switch that song out and hear Every Time. I'd be alright not hearing again. I love it. It's a good song, but I don't have to hear it. Every Time is the song. I love Every Time. I think that song works, and I think that song is beautiful, and I think that song is gorgeous, especially with the video. So please, if you can. And then it would be so cool if like the lighting in the show, because Janet has always had good lighting on her shows. I don't care what it is. The lights are always gorgeous. Every Time music videos, the color aesthetic is like, it's like greens, blues, maybe a little bit of grays here and there, maybe some white. So if we got some lighting like that on stage while hearing this song, it would just be gorgeous. And maybe like a screen in the background of showing water falling, be pretty gorgeous. So Every Time is the number 1 song that I would love to hear in this residency. That would be pretty fun. And then the last thing I'm going to request, I would like to see in the show, less medleys. Less medleys. I don't need to see... Listen, you don't have to perform every single hit in 90 minutes, Janet. I appreciate you. I understand what you're trying to do, and I appreciate it. And it was cool for like a couple of tours, but now I'm kind of getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it, okay? So please, don't be afraid to perform whole songs. Don't be afraid to cut some songs. You've done it before. Love Will Never Do Without You was not on the Rhythm Nation tour. Control and Pleasure Principle was not on the Janet tour. What's another one? You Want It? There's a couple of songs in each tour that you did not perform. I Get Lonely was not performed on the All For You tour. So don't be afraid to go into that. Perform full songs. Perform a full song of All Right. Perform the full length Nasty or Control. Don't just do medleys and perform one verse in the chorus for a song each time. I don't want to hear a minute and 30 seconds of a song. I want to actually hear the whole thing. So less medleys and whole songs, more whole songs, be pretty great. Trust me, you're at 58 years old. We didn't heard everything. Best believe us. So trust me, please perform full songs. That'd be pretty great. Let me drink some water real quick. Some good water. Be sure to hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. But I think that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So less medleys, some songs that I would like to hear. Great costumes, top-notch production, and more dancers. That's pretty much it. Other than that, do whatever you want. Great show. That is kind of like, a lot. But still, even if you don't do any of these things, we're still gonna go and we're still gonna like the show, okay? Because we're part of the Jan fam, so we're gonna enjoy it regardless. But these are some things that I would like to see, and I'll tell you this right now: if she performs every time, that alone will make this residency a 10 out of 10. Because Janet is really good in these past few years. She is so good at listening at request of what the fans want to hear. Everyone was saying, please perform Enjoy. And then we got it in the 2023 leg of the tour. She performed Take Care, With You in 2024. Like, she's like 24 play in the State of the World tour. She is really good at listening to the fans and doing what they ask for. So if we keep asking for every time, which I'm sure she's heard, I'm sure that she'll perform it on this residency, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, be sure to check out my Madonna reaction video that I posted yesterday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.